Hey, hey! Welcome. So this is my tutorial live. It's going to be a short one tonight. Wow, it was a long day today. How about you? Holy smokes. So I am going to show you a couple of things. One, because I've had several questions about, how to easily take off LipSense. I take it for granted because I do it every single day. That it just is easy, right? Well, I've been using it for almost a year now, so it's easy for me, but I forget not always easy for everyone else. So, lots of people always ask if you need the Oops remover. And while you don't need the Oops remover, you need the Oops remover. We need to take care of our skin. Our lips are part of our skin. And so our Oops remover is formulated specially to release the color that has bonded to our lip. And for some lighter colors, some people find that they wear off fairly easily toward the end of the night, and they can just exfoliate it off. And that's fine if you're not damaging the underlying new lip skin. But the cool thing about our Oops remover is it's got vitamins in it, and it's oil based, so it moisturizes your lips so nicely and makes it so much easier to take off. So basically, you put it on liberally, and you don't have to be super careful with it. It's really hard to do this in using the camera as a mirror. So I just let it sit. Just kind of let it ruminate. And while I do that, I'm going to see if I can invite anyone. Hey, Elizabeth. So thank you so much for being the only one who commented on which color I should wear. So today, I forgot to say that before it comes off. I did a combo that I think looks like rose gold. Very much like rose gold. In fact, like our rose gold shimmer is this. It kind of looks the same. Yeah, mixing colors, Elizabeth, is so fun. So let me just swatch this rose gold on and see how well it goes with my lips. I should have wore that today on my eyes, but I didn't. See, look at that. I mean, it's a really good complementary. This might be a little bit more peachy. And those two colors, like are in the photograph, are Mauve Ice and Persimmon. Persimmon is one of those colors, look at that next to my skin. Not a good color for me, although it's a good color for many others. And then we've got our Mauve Ice, which is a really like frosty. It is a frost. Persimmon is a matte. And so I did a layer, instead of pre-mixing it, I did a layer of Mauve Ice, a layer of Persimmon, and another layer of Mauve Ice on top of that. And I really liked it. So I'm taking my LipSense off right now with Oops. Elizabeth, you've been a user of LipSense for a while. Do you use Oops? Let's see. I was going to see if I could. Let's see. Nope, I don't want to do that. Let's see if I can invite a couple people. And sorry, bear with me for just a second here. There we go. Okay. All right, sorry. So anyway, yes, good girl. It's really nice, isn't it? So you put it on liberally, you wait, 1 to 2 minutes, and this is a light color, so it's going to come off really, really easily. Some of the really dark colors, like plum, for instance, and this is where I think a lot of people wonder if LipSense is a lip stain, and it's not a lip stain. It just bonds with our skin. And so because we put LipSense on in layers, 3 layers, sometimes the darker colors need to come off in layers. And so sometimes it takes, 1 or 2 times of putting the lip Ooops on to take it off. So it's probably been a good minute. So I've got a pre-moistened, wet, warm washcloth. And so all you do, it starts to feel kind of gummy. You can feel it, kind of releasing. So you just wipe it off. And you see, there it is. And I want to make sure to get it off really good because I'm going to be putting on another color. Okay, so as I posted in the picture announcing, pre-mixing, you need a couple of things. And everybody has measuring spoons, right? Gosh, this rose gold shimmer is so pretty. Have you gotten your hands on that yet, Elizabeth? It is gorgeous. Like, so gorgeous. So anyway, I get distracted, sorry. So, measuring spoons, right? I've got my whole set right here. And anything that's non-porous, so you don't want the LipSense to soak into it. And so you can use that, or you can use what I use a lot is wax paper, or you could also use parchment paper. Well, you know what? The rose gold shimmer is a limited edition color, Elizabeth, that just came out during our Glam It Up pit stop weekend that I attended. And, we all went super crazy over it. We're hoping that they bring it back as a permanent color, but we haven't gotten an announcement on that yet. So right now it's limited edition. And it has sold out within minutes the 3 times that they released the I don't know, batches that they made, I guess is what you'd call it. So anyway, so what I do is I've got my surface. I'm just going to mix it on this because it's going to be easy. Maybe I'll do it one of each way. So the 2 mixes that I'm going to do one on my bottom and one on my top. I went ahead and named them, and I named them in the photos that I posted with my post. One I'm calling Burnt Sienna, and that's the one that's got the mulled wine and the, I think that's the one, Burnt Sienna, the mulled wine with the Coralina. So I don't have my mulled wine. I have my tester loaned out to one of my new distributors. So I'm going to sub with plum and Coralina. The other combo that I'm going to do is the one that you wanted, Elizabeth. And that's the Lexi Berry with the Coralina. Are those 2 colors that you currently have, Elizabeth? I can't remember. My 50-year-old, almost 51-year-old brain is, I think, at max limit. So, of course, we want to shake them up really, really good. Oh, the other things that we need are little disposable applicators, and for a limited time I will send a few of these to people. Oh, good, good. So this will be really helpful for you. I will send these out free to you for a limited time. After that limited time, I will send out 3 for $1 with any LipSense purchase. You just got to tell me if you want it. So the Coralina hasn't been mixed for a while, so that might take a couple minutes. And I really, really wanted to have everything pre-shaken But man, work was just nuts today. Let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, that's still a little bit clumpy. Just for those of you that don't know, it doesn't really look clumpy in the camera, and it's probably actually okay. Let's see if I can kind of get that. Yeah, that'll work. And let's see with the Lexi Berry. That one looks pretty smooth. Wow, it's so weird how the camera shows the color. It looks so brown in that picture, but it's really not. It's a berry color. So what I do, usually it's about 4 smooshes from the wand that will be enough for each of the colors. So basically I just kind of smoosh it like that. Okay, this is awkward. Sorry. So you see I've kind of smooshed it in there, and you don't have to worry about it drying out too fast. I mean, it will eventually, because as those of us who use LipSense know. Oh, okay, so here's a good thing. All right, so the combination for mixing, oh shoot, I should have had that pulled up. I believe was, well, excuse me, let me just look really quick because I want to be correct. Okay, so basically is a 1 to 2 for the Lexi Berry. So you want to do 1 part Lexi Berry to 2 parts Coralina. So I put 3 smooshes in this container. So I want to do 6 smooshes of the Coralina. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And you don't want to, you want to do them separately. I'll show you in a second when I get done smooshing. And you know what? I'm kind of liberal with the number of smooshes that I do, because I like to have a little bit more than not enough. Because then if you have to mix a second batch, you want it to still look the same, right? Okay, we'll do 1 more. Okay. All right, Coralina is so pretty. Gosh, I can't wait until spring or summer. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay. So then I take my little applicator wand and I just mix it. Okay. Mix it till it looks really, really good. And you know what? Part of the reason I go a little bit more is because these fresh applicator wands soak up the product. And then of course I wipe it off so that we're good. Now, let me dry off my lips here. Okay. All right, so we'll go bottom lip. Ooh, that's pretty. I hate getting so close to the camera. That's kind of embarrassing. Okay, I'll do second layer. Ooh, I like that. Excuse me. Ooh, that's pretty. All right. Now, are we dry? Sorry. So see, Elizabeth, this is pretty easy. And fun, you know? I mean, shoot. So if you get a color that you don't really like, and you can live with it, or you don't really like it, change it. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, I am going to turn on another light to get better light. So excuse me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now we'll do the other one. And the other one, oh, it's letting look. Excuse me. Okay. Two in one. Another 2-in-1. So it's 2 Coralina to 1 mulled wine or 1 plum. Okay. So I should have shaken this with the other one. Okay, so I'll do 3, 2, 1. You know, another tip I have, when you're getting ready, before you stick this in to mix it, one way to help is to stick the clean applicator in to the lightest color that you're mixing and saturate it first. Okay, and that way it doesn't mix up all your pre-mixed stuff. I'll show you this wax paper in just a second. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that'll be good. Okay, so before I stick this back in, see, I'm really afraid to do that because I got some bum applicators, wands, that I've actually lost the tips inside of the bottles. Like, it's terrible. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the wax paper. Just like you're painting, right? And then you just mix it. Like so. Kind of squish it together so it doesn't dry out, you know, thicker. This one doesn't, yeah, that one's kind of looking a little bit more burnt sienna-y. Although, you know, the plum is definitely a little bit different than the wine. A wine has more kind of brown in it. Okay. Make sure to wipe it all off. Okay, here you go. Wow, this is hard. It looks the same. Almost, yeah. Weird. Looks good. I don't like Coralina by itself. Yeah, so, yeah, perfect. This is good for you. This is really pretty, actually. I like it. Ooh, that looks the same. I think if I were to do this again, I would add more plum. Oh, crap. Excuse me. Oops, gosh, I'm being so klutzy today. I just dropped my wand. So, there we go. Simple Simon. This is really interesting how similar it looks. Which I guess makes sense, right? It's Coralina. I got that second layer on pretty thick. Anyway, whatever, right? Alright, let's do the gloss. Hey, Shannon. How are you? We just mixed LipSense. So, the other really easy way, Elizabeth, which, you know, works, but with some colors, as you've probably known, you know, each color has its own consistency. Like, some are thicker, like First Love, for instance, one of my most recent favorites. It's thicker consistency than, say, Plum, right? And so sometimes you'll get a little bit, like if you layer them, doing one layer of one color, another layer of another color, and then, you know, etc., you can kind of see some show through, like it might show streaky. So in order to get a really nice, even application, it really helps to pre-mix it, you know, if you've got a couple of extra minutes, because it really doesn't take long. And then, boom, you know, there you go. So, as I said before, for a limited time, I will send anybody who wants them 3 applicators. You know, I can just throw them in an envelope with a stamp. No big deal, right? But, you know, I have to pay for those applicators. So after a time, I will include them in my offering, and anybody who wants them when they order their LipSense or anything else, really, I'll throw it in for $1. So we'll see how that goes. And if you don't want to get them from me, you can get them from Amazon. They're pretty cheap. I think you can get them for like between $8 and $10 for like $250. They'll last you a lifetime. Unless you decide to do what I'm doing, and then you can use them for your testers. So, if you want one, just let me know. Comment here or shoot me a direct message, whatever. And Shannon, thank you so much for smiley facing us. Appreciate it. And if you have any questions, let me know. You guys have a good night, and I'm going to go get my comfy cozies on and take off my makeup and crawl on the couch and snuggle up with my honey. All right? Good night. Thanks for watching.